M&M chief actor turned politician Kamal Haasan is on the campaign trail. He's fielded candidates for all 40 seats in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, besides 18 Tamil Nadu Assembly by-election seats. Now, speaking to NDTV, Sam Daniel, he explains the feasibility of his 50 lakh jobs promise, and he speaks also on the Prime Minister's performance. He also said that for him, the destination is the Assembly elections, while these polls is an opportunity to introduce his party to the people.
We are at Coimbatore, part of the central Chennai constituency, where M&M chief actor Kamal Haasan is campaigning. We will join him on his campaign trail as he travels across the city. We are joining M&M chief Mr Kamal Haasan on his campaign trail across Chennai. With me also Ms Kamila Nazar, the candidate for Chennai Central. Thank you both very much for joining us, sir. Many expected you to contest this time.
Exceeding expectation has been a technique which I had followed in cinema. But this case, I thought my destination is elsewhere, and this is an opportunity which we should not miss as a party. And I had an opportunity to introduce the profile of the party. It's a very important opportunity to indicate the characteristics of the party and what we stand for.
Does it mean you will contest for state elections?
Yes, but they would then ask, what about these 18 seats? It's piecemeal. We want all 234. And we are aiming for that. And this will be the most corrupt assembly elections you've seen, because people are preparing, in spite of watching it all with eagle eyes. It still is going to happen. It's still happening. And we can't possibly take them on totally and vanquish them. But the next time around, we will vanquish them.
You will contest?
I will contest. I have to.
You've promised 50 lakh jobs in 5 years. If you can explain the plan, how do you?
See, there are so many neglected policies. I don't have to invent the wheel. It's a vicious circle. Now we are trying to make it virtuous. Once the virtuous wheel starts rotating, you will automatically understand and won't be asking this question.
Any one example?
Oh, simply the IT corridor itself, with the proper policy, is awaiting with 2 lakh jobs.
You're also promising free drinking water for all households. That's very important, you think?
That's very important, and it's possible. And it's been done from the time of Ashoka, the emperor, who's there, whose chakra is there on our flag. And it's such an old idea, but it's still workable. Imagine we have 60,000 villages. A pond, each village is 60,000 ponds. That is 60,000 into 100 jobs straight away. Year number one.
Right.
And it's not just for laborers who come with crowbar, and it is there for engineers, because you'll have to take care of it. And finally, this 100 will shrink down to 10 jobs, but there'll be drinking water. Right. Once there is drinking water, they'll have more time to go to schools, more time to even go to jobs. Women will find time to go to their jobs, and employment will increase. There is enough employment, and we are talking also about equal wages for women.
In this era of electoral alliances, you've taken a stand to not align with any of the parties. You firmly believe the DMK, ADMK in Tamil Nadu, the BJP, Congress at the center, all are untouchable in a sense?
It's not about untouchables, because politics, they say that as long if they had been clean, everybody is acceptable. They are so unclean that if we want to be the feeder hand for the people, we cannot even afford to shake hands or even touch them.
What's unclean about BJP, Congress, DMK? One example. ADMK.
Well, ADMK has perfected what DMK has started. With envy, each of the parties compete to be more corrupt.
Right.
And now you have a third leaf sprouting from it, apart from the 2 leaves. So it's impossible, and everything is for buying and selling. Kuvatur is the pinnacle of it, or the Nadir, whatever you want to say. That's the lowest Tamil Nadu politics has ever reached.
BJP and Congress?
Well, BJP and Congress is you take on everybody. Where will you settle down? In the shade of the people. I'll sit in the shade of the people. And the same people, the same people who were accused of Bofors are now accusing of Rafael. You cannot quote Indira Gandhi, Gandhi, Nehru and get away with what you have to do. You do a proper thing now, people will respect you.
Sir, in a sense, in Tamil Nadu, the Dravidian parties are deeply entrenched in the minds of voters for several decades. How challenging is it for you to crack it open?
I'm a Dravidian, so that's where it starts. And I think that I dare speak about it in one of their functions. I think it is Morosali function, where I said that Dravidianism is pan-Indian. You cannot limit it to just two families.
Right.
I didn't say that then, but now I'm saying it. You cannot limit it to three parties or two families.
How would you rate the performance of Prime Minister Modi over the last 5 years?
Well, there were promising promises when it was made. As a matter of fact, I even said that on the eve of my birthday, 7th, they said demonetization. I fell for it. I bought it.
Right.
And I went across party lines, and I'm not ideologically inclined towards the BJP RSS kind of ideology. But still I sent out a feeler because for me country is important. But then it became too obvious a mistake. Even their own party members admit to that fact. And the PM is yet to accept it.
In your view, is Rahul Gandhi a good PM candidate?
I've never seen him as a PM, so how could I judge now?
As a candidate aspirant?
Anyone can aspire, even I can aspire, but can I deliver? That is what matters. Now, he has to show some signs of it. And if the party believes that he definitely is ready, then that's fine. But then it has to run through the party.
Other prime ministerial candidates, you think there are?
There has to be a third option. Lateral thinkers would always ask for a third option. And especially people of India should always keep a third option ready.
Post-parliamentary elections, when there is a situation in terms of who would you support with your MPs, who would that be?
That depends on the discussion we have about Tamil Nadu. Because if it is Mr. Modi, we'll have to firmly tell them that you cannot come here just at the time of election. Where were you, sir? At Gaja. Now you're asking our help. What is the promise? The same we would ask of the Gandhis if they come to power.
Rajinikanth is not contesting this time. He greeted you when you formally announced your plunge and your decision to contest this time. Since he's not contesting this time, do you think he should support your party this time?
That's up to him. Like, I don't even ask my voters, definitely you should vote only for M&M. I say that look for a good party, you'll find us. That is, there's nothing wrong. The Election Commission didn't say talk like that. But I think it is decorum of statemently decorum not to coerce them into voting, convince them into voting. So if Mr. Rajini is convinced, he will support the right party.
One last question. Tamil Nadu has seen many actors, people from the film industry, right from M.G. Ramachandran, Karunanidhi, Jayalalitha, as recent as Mr. Rajinikanth. What will be one strong reason why people should take you seriously as a serious politician?
Well, I can't say that I'm better than them, but I live in better times now because people have changed their mind and they want an option. I live in an opportune moment. And I, though a high school dropout, have continued my education. I'm still continuing my education. But I don't write exams so that I can get a job. I get a job and it becomes my education. It's always been my life. They'll find very few leaders who are willing to learn even after they have reached the chair. I will continue to learn from their indications.
Some may say this is a kind of a post-retirement position for you.
This, the retirement is not unfortunately decided by governmental agencies here. It is decided by the audience, and they are asking me not to retire. Whereas I have relinquished it. So I've left a job. It's like many in my party.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. Certainly, it's a four-cornered contest, and your entry has made elections in Tamil Nadu all the more fascinating. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And in Chennai, on the campaign trail with Mr. Kamal Haasan, with camera person Edwin, Sam Daniel, Fifty TV.